was wrong. There's a group of players worse than Black Panthers in this game. Somehow, these players are more schizophrenic than the ones playing the character who is randomly teleporting every 30 seconds.
I need the herb.
And with these guys, it doesn't stop with the schizo activity.
Did we just hit a deer? Or like a ghost?
Ghost, Luna. Would it fucking bleed? The windshield is full of... This is great. No wiper fluid. I have to lick it off.
No, wait! Baby! I can on it, like, make eye contact with me the whole time, okay, baby?
These players know what they are, and they aren't even the tiniest bit ashamed of it. Their minds are corrupted with the worst type of degeneracy, but it doesn't even reflect in their gameplay. The people who play Magic are not normal human beings on a variety of different levels. I'm finally doing a video on Magic. I made a video on Panther and his schizophrenic activities, and you guys told me Magic was a lot worse. So we need to talk about it. If you enjoy this video and you want to see more, leave a sub, because I will be doing more videos like these in the future. Maybe it's because she's a Russian woman, or maybe it's her calm demeanor and commanding presence in the way she walks. But Magic has a mistress quirk going on, a Dommy Mommy effect on the community. Marvel Rivals content on TikTok tends to be centered around cool plays and wholesome memes for most characters. But for a select few, the content is unhinged and concerning. Some of those few include characters like Black Panther and his multiversal breaking no regs, and Venom with his 19 inches. But one of, if not the worst character when it comes to unhinged content is Magik. When it comes to her, the TikToks and Reels aren't focused around cool clip montages and harmless jokes. Instead, you have hundreds of videos on social media that you could argue belong on sites like Rule 34.
For me, Becca. Good boy. Just relax and let me pull it out of you.
This is a borderline joy video. J-O-I. This video is proof Magic has a Dommy Mommy hold of the community. The fact that Magic Enjoyer made this video in the first place is mad. And it becomes even more psychotic when you realize this is just average content for this character. This submissive Dom relationship doesn't stop there. On forums, in comments, Discord convos, it doesn't matter. Magic is given a different type of acknowledgement on all these different sites and all these different social medias. Mommy Magic. Active Magic enjoyers celebrate each other's love of her, while those who've known her previously would never dare disrespect her by calling her by any other name.
I know what you did to my coffee.
Sorry.
You put your special milk.
I needed to do
It
it.
tasted fishy, but I liked it.
You liked it? Really?
I want a sauce.
The
I want
source?
the sauce, Luna.
What do you mean by that?
I want the fucking sauce, Luna Snow.
Magic, what do you mean by that? Come here.
This has to be one of the worst videos to come out for the likes of Magic's character. Someone had to sit there in their room, think this up, act it out, and then decide to post this. These are words that are being said by a real human being. Someone had to sit here and act this out. Among Magic enjoyers, this case is an example of a rare species involved in her. Goonification. The transformation of media to cater to individuals that embrace gooning. These individuals are at the highest level of delusion and make or participate in the most bizarre of content. 2 girls, 1 demon. It is the most infamous of goonified Magic clips. As a Magic main, there is no doubt you haven't stumbled across this clip already. If somehow you haven't, you have been spared by the gods.
Taste the foreskin.
No.
Is that
Tony?
Iron Fist?
No way you're saying.
No, it can't be.
Of course
Don't
not.
Don't tell me.
would-
Don't tell
I
me
would
this.
never do that to you, Mommy.
The detailed descriptions of vile imagery, paired with the absolute worst Magic gameplay to touch the internet, put this video in a weird space, dancing between brain-rotted art and screeching pain to the ears and eyes. Whether you see this piece of content as a hidden gem or a horrible omen, There is no doubt that this holds a special place among the community. These kind of videos infest the Magic community and are pumped out at rates that you could never comprehend. It's as if the Magic enjoyers that enjoy the submissive relationship underwent an evolution within their own community, and this new evolved species evolved into the most extreme way possible. They have single-handedly changed the course of traditional Magic content in ways no one could have ever predicted months before Rivals officially released. Magik is not the type of character you can just search up and casually find insane montages or wholesome clips of. Every once in a while, you do see a glimpse of a light-hearted clip or video, something like Magik-inspired cosplay or fun cooking videos, but those are in this severe minority. The soul sword must be fed. It speaks to me when I die, demanding to be returned to its hunting ground, as it calls to me to kill another. The soul sword is my tool and my chain. When talking about the clips that make up the majority of Magik content, we've already covered two of the hardcore bases: the submissive good boy clips and the gooned out audios. Another category exists when it comes to Magik mains, and it's one that we've all seen before when it comes to other dive characters such as Black Panther, the schizophrenic category. Marvel Rivals has a hidden characteristic that belongs to a certain category of characters in this game: dive heroes. These schizo activities are common among every dive hero in the game, and Magik is no exception. For some, this schizo phenomenon is a very light trait, but for others, it is dangerously present. Magik falls more towards the latter. And I know she does because, as a Magik main myself, I can feel myself slipping deeper as I play more and more games with her. I usually queue with a stack of friends, but when I'm on Magik specifically, I hear different voices than the ones I'm familiar with. They command me to do things that aren't typical of me, and I can never stop obeying because it feels so rewarding. These voices turn me into a one-man army, an absolute demon. Which answers: Magik is infamously referred to as one of the weaker duelists in the game. As of recent, much of that has to do with the recent flyer meta and increase in CC, crowd control. But in the past, the reasons were focused around her requirement for extra energy and effort to get value out of her kit than what's usually required for your average duelist.
I think Magik has insane potential, but there's not really that many Magik players at the moment, because why play Magik when you can stand still on Hela and just shoot them in the head? Why play Magik and get all these cooldowns and all these jumping in and whoosh, whoosh, oh, limbo, when I can just go flick, 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 dead.
I think there's a few issues with Magik. It takes way too long to be able to kill somebody compared to other characters that can do it from afar and do more damage, and it takes way too much skill to actually be able to do it. It is very difficult to get value on her. I think for most people it's just impossible to get value on her, and you're gonna be able to get way more value playing something else at all, right? So
despite this fact though, Magik is consistently one of the highest win rate duelists in the entire game at all levels. The explanation for this is a phenomenon that all Magik mains know. This phenomenon is a direct result of the voices Magik mains hear in their head while they are playing. This idea of Magik's kit being too hard or being too extra becomes null and void because for every Magik main, there exists a threshold. Once you pass this threshold, you experience a kind of ultra instinct. You don't have to think about what you need to do anymore, it just happens. The correct combos, the correct targeting, the correct spacing, all of this becomes pure instinct in nature for a true Magik main. Those of us that main her have a certain affinity for the brawl and go berserk identity. And the affinity is so high that we can only drop nukes every game.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Players complain about bad Spider-Man and bad Black Panthers all the time. But how often do you hear of people complaining about a bad Magik? Magik has corrupted the minds of everyone who plays her, with the highest level of degeneracy. A downward spiral that's showing no signs of stopping. No one knows how far this spiral will go and what awaits at the end. Those who have stayed on the Magik train throughout all the seasons are aware of this trajectory, and we stay on because we love the thrill of the unknown. There's enjoyment to be found in the struggle, and there's enjoyment in the chaos. This enjoyment takes a toll on our mental, but for the love of the game, it is all worth it. The soul sword must be fed. It speaks to me. You wait and lurk and stalk and listen to the soul sword demanding for its next victim's corpse. It whispers to me when I take an off angle. It screams when I die, demanding to be returned to its hunting ground. My mind blanks, and before I know it, a body is underneath me. Then I turn around, and the gut-wrenching urge to slaughter drowns me as it calls to me to kill another. The soul sword is my tool and my chain. It is my home and my asylum.